Hey all, I don't know who's on. I guess there's nobody on right now. Sorry about all this. It's ridiculous. Hey Dion, thanks for joining so quickly. I'm hoping we're going to get a few more people if they can find the stream, if they're still bothered about it. Sorry about all of this. Hey Jamie, this is really bad, and I apologise. I don't know what's happened today. I really don't. It worked almost perfectly last week, and then today, not so much, I'm afraid. I'm going to see if I can get the chat up because I didn't do that last week. So that was a glitch last week. If that was my only glitch this week, I'd be very, very happy. Hi, Julie. Hi, Becky. Okay, so today, I really just want to do another little Q&A session. I guess, so I'm on my, if you can't tell, I'm on my phone now rather than the laptop that I was on. Hi, Guy. I was on the laptop last week and it worked really well. So I'm on the phone today and and my daughter's saying lay it sideways. Is it better if I lay it sideways for you guys? I don't know. You can tell me. So yeah, so I had a good stream last time, but no chat. This time I've got the phone, but it's going to be, I guess, a precursor to me getting into the parks. All I need now is a gimbal for the phone so that I can take any kind of camera shake off of it, because there will be some camera shake when I'm milking it. I'm milking my part. I wish I wasn't, Alan. Can everybody else see the chat, by the way? Because I think maybe it was just me that couldn't see the chat, or I don't know whether you could see the chat last time or not, but I hope you can all see it. Oh, good. Okay, awesome. So yeah, so this is going to be a precursor for getting into the parks. I'm going to try and do that next week if I can. And I think we've chosen SeaWorld. Try it landscape. Okay. I don't know if that's going to... Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Okay, fine. Awesome. This is working so well today. I might have to get my technician to sort me out. Gemma, can you come and sort me out, please? Hi, Nina. Yeah, so as I keep trying to say, here we go. As I keep trying to say, this is going to be a precursor to getting back in the parks. There you go.
Oh no, that's camera footage.
Dominic, I do not have to rely on any IT to make a living, thank God. I would be eating bread and water, wouldn't I?
I don't know. Nope.
Okay, so it looks like we're not having much luck in I will do. It looks like we're not having much luck in getting the rotation back to landscape, so I apologise for that. Okay. So, Firaz, my favourite theme park ride, Journey to Atlanta. I think I don't know, it depends which park I'm in. I have different likes in different parks. I think, there you go, Paul. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. Starflyer. I will go on Starflyer again. I will go on Starflyer again in the night time. Only once, that's it. I'm done. Yeah, Starflyer at Icon Park probably is. Yeah, it's a really good ride. Atlantis I do like, but I like Mako better, even though it scares me. Hey, Denise. Sorry, guys. I'm really... yeah, there I am. Yes, Sandy. I apologise for messing you about today, and thank you for keeping the faith, if you like, and joining me wherever you can find me. I'm really going to have to do some research on how to do this better. Believe me, my heart's still pounding, John, and I'm frustrated to heck right now. So when we get out there, I'm going to get a gimbal. Tigress at Bush. And do you know, I've not been to Bush for ages, and we were talking about it last night, and going to Howlow Scream, because obviously Halloween Horror Nights now has been cancelled. And yeah, Mako for us, Mako. I'm talking about going to Busch Gardens for Howlow Scream now that Halloween Horror Nights has been cancelled. So I've never been to Howlow Scream. I've not been to Busch for a long, long time. Great, Paul. And the reason is basically because we're the other side of Orlando, so it takes like a couple of hours to get down there. Hey, Jimbo. And it's and the last time I was there, and it was quite a time ago, and it was just chock a block. We couldn't get on anything without these express passes. So I'm going to see how it works now. And we probably could go now, and I don't have a season pass for it either. But maybe I could add one on to our SeaWorld passes, because we do have annual SeaWorld passes. So that's a potential. So yeah, I'm going to get a gimbal for the phone so that we can wander around the park without. So we're still on the first stream. Oh my gosh. Okay. If anybody's, I don't know if you're on two streams, because I'm only on this one. If anybody's still on the, yeah, it does look dodgy outside. You're right. It's in a bad part of town. If anybody's still on the first stream, would you mind just letting people know that we're now on this one, so that people aren't getting angry and frustrated like I was? Yeah, do you know what? I don't know if it's still going to be Halloween Horror Nights 30. I guess it is, because they haven't had 30. And I don't know whether it's going to be the anniversary. I was kind of mulling that over. Next November, very good, I would say, Ricky. Very, very good. Yeah, I was mulling over whether it was going to be 30 or the anniversary was going to be 30. I guess it still has to be, right? And I guess there's going to be tons of merch still. I will go and get some merch from that tribute store, which is now all that's left of HH. Help the Villa. Lucky today. So yeah, it was. I don't know. It's all good, but yeah, it's disappointing. But what can you do? I think they've made the right decision. Hey, LaTeX man, I haven't seen you before, LaTeX man, have I? So yeah, I was still on the old. Yeah, I'm sorry. A lot of other people were still on that old chat too. So apologies for that. I wish I was on that old chat, because it means this would be working first off. But here we are all together. Oh gosh, I need a beer. All I've got is Coke, because I didn't think this was going to happen, but I really need a beer or something stronger. John, I don't know how to get back to that other stream. If somebody else can get back to it and just let people know that we're on this one, and then they won't be hanging about thinking, what the heck am I doing? Then, oh, thank you. Thanks, Simon. Appreciate it. And John, thanks very much. And look, I can only see two chats at once. So once it gets past two, I kind of don't know what to do. I'm really good at this, Anna. I'm so good. Okay, I'm going to go back to live chat. Ah, look. Okay. Hi, Ellie from Essex. Hi. Okay, so hopefully more people will join us. It's another one of these Ask Me Anything things. Any ideas what's happening with Riverside? I don't know what Riverside is. Yeah. 10 million subscribers. Yeah. Oh yeah, that'll be the day, won't it? This will be my full-time job. It'll be my full-time job way before 10 million. I have been drinking and celebrating. Yes, I have for quite some time, as it happened over a number of days. I'm glad you. I'm glad. Well, I'm not glad you experienced the tech difficulties, Nina. But I'm glad that you went and did the live stuff. Yeah, I could send my technician for beer, couldn't I? I guess I could. Oh, Pauline's Riverside, of course. Yeah. So we were due to stay there in June, and obviously that was cancelled, and it's not open yet, and I don't know when it will be open. Disney have only got certain number of resorts open, and it looks like they're not full, because if you go on the Disney availability calendar, you can see that past kind of today everything's green. So that means to me that there can't be that many people in the resorts. There just can't be. So they won't be opening up those resorts for some time, and I don't know when. I'm just going to see if I can get more chat up. Okay. Tracy, hi. I'm doing well, thank you. Leeds are champions, Gavin, yes. Do I think Halloween Horror Nights might extend the dates next year? Probably not. I doubt it. I mean, usually they change from like the 1st of November, they change into Christmas, and Christmas is obviously a massive thing for the theme parks. So maybe they'll start a bit early, which won't help you, obviously, but that's the only thing I could think happening, that they would do an extension into earlier September. Then I think it was going to start on like the 12th this year. So yeah, I don't think they'll start it. I don't think they'll continue it after November, the 1st or 2nd. LBV, Uber and Lyft. So Lake Buena Vista, yeah. So that's very, very close to Disney, Lake Buena Vista. So Ubers are going to be dirt cheap from there. is all I can say. And I use Ubers a lot when I'm traveling around the country, and I never have a problem with them. UK, sorry, okay, let's take this in order. Let me try anyway. This is now the trouble with the phone. Okay, so Disney water parks, no, nothing. Do you know? I've heard nothing about Disney water parks, and I don't know why they're not open. Because obviously the other water parks are open. I don't get it. Unless they've got 4 parks to contend with, I suppose. So Universal have only got 2. Busch Gardens and SeaWorld are together. They've only got 2 together, but they've opened their water parks maybe to get more revenue. But from what I understand, Volcano Bay is only allowing 1,500 people a day in. We're going to be there in a couple of weeks' time. We've got a night booked at the Cabana Bay, so I'm going to do a hotel review on Cabana Bay and a review of Volcano Bay, which will be great because I've never been there. Dockside. UK visitors. I'm now thinking January next year. I'd give it a miss. If you're booked for this year, then I don't know what's going to happen. UK airlines keep putting things back, don't they? So I don't know what's going to go on. Welcome to those who are just joining from the other stream. I apologise profusely, but thanks for joining. Yeah, I think it's going to be difficult for anybody to come here. You know, we've got another 12,000 here cases today, plus 60,000 in America today, and it's just never ending. It seems like the R rate now that I'm included in the new stuff, that's looking better. Although it's gone up by 0.01 today, but 0.99. Sorry, I'm a stats nerd. I keep trotting these bloody numbers out. It's gone up to 0.99, but it's still under 1. So hopefully, this is gonna. If you were with me on the chat before, I said that the guy next door's mowing his lawn. This is like, it's a perfect storm today, isn't it, for me? But here we are. Yeah, hopefully early January. Look, I don't know. It looks like the States is going to treat this thing like flu. And it is what it is. I don't see it happening any other way than that. And hopefully we'll get a vaccine sooner rather than later, and then everything can get back to kind of normal. But I don't see it happening this year. If you're on an American airline, I really don't know where you stand right now. If you're on like an American Airlines, United Airlines, that kind of thing, I feel really sorry for you because they're going to be flying, but only with US citizens and green card holders from now. So I don't know what's going on. Oh, yes, from Lanzarote. You're going to have to quarantine for 14 days now, aren't you? Alan, so yes, SeaWorld and Busch Gardens. So the SeaWorld family do appear to have some kind of issue with cash flow, and they've got liens on certain construction projects that they're doing. But there was a good article that I read a couple of weeks ago that said they're not going down the tubes. It's just that they've got some cash flow problems at the moment, but they're not going to go bust or anything, as far as anybody knows. And I don't want to put that rumour out there because that's kind of what precipitates somebody going bust, having worked in the construction industry for long enough to know that does kind of happen. Although, you know, I'm such a small guy that nothing's going to happen from me saying it anyway. Hi, Karina. Becky, yes, I have been celebrating Leeds, and I'm sure the Liverpool fans have been celebrating as well. March 21. I hope you're going to be okay, Andy, with that. March 21. We've got to get a grip on that by then, right? And hopefully there's going to be a vaccine then as well. Disney bringing back free dining at the moment. 2021, they've scrubbed. I think they don't make enough money, or especially on the free dining. Obviously, they make no money on the free dining. Just give food away, even though it costs them 20%, maybe less than 20% of what they sell it for to make it. You know, that's the kind of catering break even in it, 20%. So I'm sure Disney probably do it for 15. I'd love them to bring back Disney dining because that's killed a lot of people. I'm guessing those people that got free dining, that's worth a lot of money. And I'm sure it's putting a strain on people's pockets if they haven't got free dining now. Hopefully early January, I hope so. Volcano Bay still packed on weekends. Is that right? I thought there was only 1,500. I thought it was down to like 20%. And I think the maximum in Volcano Bay is 1,500 right now, but packed, eh? So does packed mean that there's no loungers left? I know there's no mask wearing because you're not allowed to wear them in the water and on rides and stuff. But I'm a bit surprised about that. I'm kind of hoping that when we get to Cabana Bay that we can get into the earlier one and then sorry, early entry, and then grab whatever we can grab. But yeah, I'm going to be a bit annoyed if that's the case. Yeah, due to be out in November. I know you were, Danny. Yeah, but I think next year is going to be better. Hopefully, Villa can stay in the league next season. And we'll play it, or maybe like if you get out in kind of April, maybe we'll play then. Yes, I have eaten at Jimmy Buffett's, Ellie, and it's great. I love it. Really, really nice vibe. Very laid back. Really good food. Good cocktails in there as well. Nice crowd. I like it. Hello, Cal. I got over my tech issues. 1.3 in Belgium. Crikey, you're worse than we are, John. Jeepers. Are you on lockdown then? When do I think it's going to be quietest in the parks? Well, after. So let's say that we get back to normal in January. Then February is usually really quiet. March is usually really quiet, and then you've got to get over the summer period into late August, early September is really good, apart from Labor Day, and I called it Memorial Day yesterday in a video, and I shouldn't, it was Labor Day. Apart from the Labor Day weekend, which is kind of the first, second weekend, it's the 7th this year, up then through the end of September and up to Halloween, that's quiet as well. And then late November after Thanksgiving through to like the week before Christmas is really quiet too. And the weather through all those periods is usually pretty good, apart from February, where February can be a little bit variable. Then yeah, it's everything else is good. Obviously, we do get hurricanes sometimes in September now, and they are coming later in the year. Leeds on tour in Lanzarote. Yes, I want to get a big towel for when we get into Volcano Bay, but I'm not going to get one. Has he got a Forrest Gump mower? He could have, couldn't he? It's not a ride-on. No, it's not a ride-on, but it sounds like one, doesn't it? Claret and blue. There's no blue on it, Danny. It's just claret. It's actually a combat medic top. That's what my daughter is. She's a combat medic. Asked about October from the UK. We said 0%. February 21's got to have a better chance than October, hasn't it? Because we're at the end of July now, almost. So we've only got 2 months to get this under control. And what do you think the chances are? You've seen where the roller coaster is. The 7-day average is not looking fantastic, is it? I do and I don't like Manta, John. It scares the hell out of me because of the restraint. There's something about that restraint that just scares me. But obviously, you're never going to die. But that, as soon as you come up that first hill and go over the top, it's almost beyond a 90-degree drop. So I do like it. It's a real adrenaline rush. But yeah, it scares me, which I guess it's supposed to do, right? That and Starflyer. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining us. We are going to SeaWorld next week, Faraz. Yes, we will be going to SeaWorld. That is your favourite park, isn't it, my friend? Hello, Jonathan. Whereabouts in the northeast are you? Impossible to distance. Yeah, I know. Yeah. In the rivers, I guess it is. And people go at different speeds in the rivers. You're not going to keep 6 feet apart from each other, are you? Not on lockdown at all. Hospital admissions are very low. Okay, good. Well, they kind of are here as well. If you look at how many people have got the virus and how many people are going to hospital, it's very, very low. Andy, when do you think the Disney... Yeah, I don't know, Andy. I'm not even sure they're going to open this year, to be honest with you. I don't know why one of them didn't open, because you'd think they would, but maybe Disney just had second thoughts about it. Obviously, they must have been doing tons of thinking about what to open when. And, yeah, I just have a feeling now that we're getting to the end of... Well, we're not getting to the end of summer, but the kids are going to go back to school in mid-August, so that's going to take a lot of people out of the system, if you like. And I just don't think they're going to open this year now. Middlesbrough fan, Jonathan. Oh, Woodgate, eh? Still, you've got Colin back in charge now. He's a geezer. He kept you up, didn't he? I don't know if he's going to be there next season, though. Do I think the borders will open before COVID? It's interesting, Vicky. That's a really interesting question. I think at the moment, it depends on other countries rather than the US, whether other countries think it's kind of worth letting people from America into their countries if this is going to be a reciprocal agreement. Because why would anybody do that when we've got 60 or 70,000 cases a day? Wherever you fly into, because there are only like 13 airports I think you can fly into in the US at the moment. So if you have to go to JFK, then you come down, or Miami and then come up. You kind of going to be spreading it, or people are going to be spreading it if they go to the UK or wherever they might go to. So I don't know. I really don't know. It's a very interesting question. Dominic, thinking of February. Yeah. And it might look, it might be that that if COVID testing gets to a point where you can do like a 10-minute test, then that's possible as well. If you can do a test at the airport, and I think they're doing that in Singapore before they let people in, actually, but you've got to stay at the airport for like 6 hours. But even that people might do. It's just then if you've got tens of thousands of people coming into the airport, because Singapore's a very small place, Orlando isn't. If they start doing direct flights into Orlando, you can have tens of thousands of people in that airport waiting for a test. So I don't think that's going to happen. Staying in a villa, nice villa community. So Windsor Hills is really nice. Any place down near Windsor Hills is good because it's very, very close. Some of the older communities as well are good. Or we used to have a place on Highlands Reserve, which is a bit further away. That's down to 27. It's probably a 25-minute ride. But there's some really nice villas on there, and it's a golf course community as well. So if you get a golf course villa, then it's very nice. Oh, we've got some thunder starting up. Yeah, and I still like those communities down there. But just make sure you're kind of within a 25-minute zone for getting to Disney, or you're close to I-4, so you can get up to SeaWorld and Universal. But some really nice villa communities down there. Plans for doing some off-site dining? Yes. Yes, I will. I'm going to do some more stuff down iDrive, definitely. I was thinking about doing Friendlies actually, because Friendlies is quite close, and then I've seen on Facebook people are talking about the Boston Lobster House, so I'm going to go down there as well. I do like lobster, and if that's any way that's not expensive, I'm certainly going to do a good review down there too. But yeah, you're right. Not many people do reviews outside of the theme park areas, so yes, I will. And I'm actually going to do some more hotel reviews from iDrive as well, because a lot of those hotels are Universal hotel partners, so they've got shuttles that go to Universal as well. So, and they're cheap as well. Like the Rosen Inn and stuff are quite cheap, so they can be like 80-90 bucks a night. So I will do a few of them as well, because I know that a lot of people from the UK especially do package deals down there on iDrive. So yeah, I will, and that will hopefully help you make a decision as to where to stay. The only one I've done at the moment is Coco Key, and that does seem to have now plenty of people looking at it. So yeah, good news from the UK. R rate 0.5 to 0.7, fantastic. 9 deaths in England, 1 in Wales. Wow. Yeah, we're getting like 100 and something just in Florida, and there's 800 and something across the states. Hannah, looking at April. What's April like? Nice. It's nice weather. It's not too humid. Very little rain. Really nice. Yeah, nice time to come. I don't think there's any public holidays in April either, so it's good. Yeah. Getting tomorrow. Yeah, our lawn gets mowed tomorrow, so he's okay. Scotland rate's 0.28. Jeepers. You just need to close the border then. Hi, Sarah. But from Scotland, September 21. Yeah. 26th of September. Oh gosh, yeah, that's an interesting question, isn't it? What are they doing? So the 26th of September onwards, there is no tickets available yet. And this is because of the 50th anniversary of the Magic Kingdom. So they haven't let any cats out of the bags as to what they might do. They might have a special ticket. Even as annual pass holders, we can't book past, well, obviously people's annual tickets can't be for anything more than where they are now, I don't believe. So it's only a 12-month rolling, so AP holders can't book that far in advance anyway. I know that U7, 14 and 21 day ticket holders could, and now you can't. And resort guests, they can't either right now, regardless of when they're staying there. Firaz, if my channel is called Hit the Theme Parks, then why do you get into politics and in most of my videos? Because I'm afraid I'm just that kind of person that veers a little bit away from what he's doing. And it was Hit the Theme Parks in July last year when there was no COVID, and I was going to do some more park stuff. But since there was no parks, I just got into this little niche of COVID stuff, which I'm hoping is helping people, and that's where I've got a lot of my viewership from. So yeah, I apologise for getting into politics. I try not to, But I get very frustrated with what's going on when it really, in my view, doesn't need to. See, now you've got me doing it again for us. So thanks for that. I'm going to stick on. I'm staying away from politics if I can today. Halloween, yeah. So we decorate a little bit anyway. We're kind of old school English. We don't decorate as much as some of our neighbours. Some people go all out, and maybe what I will do is like a walking tour on Halloween night itself. I'll do a little walking tour around the neighbourhood or something. You can see what happens in a kind of regular American neighbourhood with people decorating, because some of them are spectacular. They really are. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it. You can fly from the US to the UK, so why not vice versa? Because I think, well, you can fly to the UK, but it's a 14-day quarantine period, and I believe that you actually get checked up on as well. So that's up to the UK government. What they allow in is up to them. But you can only really fly from the US if you're a US citizen. You can't if you're not. So some of my friends who are here and work here and own businesses here may not be able to get back in if they go. So yeah, I don't know is the answer. You'd have to speak to the FCO about that. Aid, classic Colin reference, yes. I hope everybody gets that. And I'm not going to say the second. I'm not going to use his surname here today. Already reserved Disney passes September 21. What's your take on when park hopping will be available again? Only when this is under control, I think, because otherwise they can't control what's going on in the parks. And they need to, because at the moment, every man and his dog, I believe, would be in Hollywood Studios. That's the park that everybody wants to get into. If you look at the availability calendar, that's the only park that's day after day after day full and blocked out. So yeah, that's probably why. Favorite US beer? I don't really have one. Yingling, I guess. I actually did go down to Raglan Road with one of the people who watched me on YouTube. Really nice guy from Georgia. We had a couple of hours and a couple of beers in Raglan. I enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Hope he did too. Really nice guy. Karina, am I looking forward to doing the new Velocicoaster? Yes, I am. I am looking forward to that. I didn't mention that when I was actually doing the tour last time, but that was a bit of a whistle stop. I think next time we go to Universal, I'm going to concentrate on one area, and I might just do like a Hogsmeade / Diagon Alley thing next time I go, and just spend a bit more time and take it a little bit easier and do a bit of research before I go. And we might even buy a wand and do some interactive stuff, but that might be another video because that can take time as well. But yeah, I do want to just spend a bit more time in the Harry Potter areas because I think they're fantastic. Would I go back to Coco Key? I would, but you've got to be really careful about the resort fees. They're a killer, which some of the other resorts don't have those kind of fees. I mean, I think we paid $85 a night there, but there was something like $40 or $50 a night on resort fees, which was like, oh, okay, that isn't in the small print. So just be really careful. The reason I liked it is nothing other than the water park. The rooms are just like a motel room, right? I mean, that's what it is really. It's a motel. But with the water park, that was kind of nice to come back to and just chill out a little bit. But I think there are other places that are better value, really better value. I think I saw something about Dockside as well, up above, way above. So apologies for not responding to that. I don't think, or was it Surfside? The one that's not open, Surfside, I think. I don't think they're going to open that this year. I really don't, because I just don't see there being any call for them doing so. I think they're going to mothball it, because otherwise they're going to have like 100, 200 or more staff to man it up. So I don't think they'll do that. But I do want to go there when they open it up, because I believe that there are a lot of suites in there, which is great for families. Like if you've got 2 or 3 kids, 4 kids or whatever, or it might be like 2 families. I mean, it might be too much for 2 families, but it's nice just to have like 2 rooms rather than just like being crammed into one place. Even if you don't spend a lot of time there, I think that's going to be a really nice place to go to. I love Thailand as well. Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's a really nice location. And with it being next to Bury Town Centre, it's really nice. Testing at the airport may be key. Yeah, I agree. Look, I hope it can happen. I'd love to see people over here before next year. And if there's a way of doing that where they can almost 100% guarantee that the people travelling don't have COVID-19, then why not, right? why not? But you, the problem is, I guess, if there is a problem, and I keep making problems up, but I analyze too much. I guess if you get it while you're here or where you're in your destination, then you're going to have another COVID test before you get on your plane to go back to where you come from. And then if you have it, then what do? You're not going to be allowed on the plane, right? So then what? Where do you quarantine then, and what do you tell your employer? So there's good and bad about that. Thunder in Florida, yeah, I know. We didn't. I don't think we got any rain yesterday. It's really odd. Like, we get it most days, and then sometimes we don't get it. But yeah, I don't know if you can hear it. It's actually, there was a clap by thunder there as well. No rain, but thunder. Dave, Yorkshireman, yeah. Oh, Born Spectacular, my word, that is jaw dropping. I can't explain it really well. I didn't do a video of it. I was really paranoid about getting thrown out because I think other people have done streams from there, but I didn't. And I was right at the back, and there were people in front of me anyway. But it is unbelievable. There's nothing like it anywhere. The screen, I'm not going to give anything away about what goes on, but you can't tell where the screen stops and the stage scenery starts. It's that good. So when the camera angle on the screen changes, the scenery position changes against the screen. So you can't tell whether people are actually on stage in a piece of scenery or whether they're actually in the screen. And then they jump, and you think, oh, they were in that building or whatever. You've got to see it to believe it. You've got to be there to believe it. Even on film, if you see it on a vlog, it doesn't do it justice. It wouldn't. It couldn't. But yeah, if you're coming over, that is an absolute must do. And the lines are long right now for it. You're staying in Highlands, Alan, in June 21. Great. Yeah, really nice. We used to be on Bonneville Drive is where we used to have our place, which isn't on the golf course, but it was a nice place. Karen from Texas, yay! I'll be there again in a couple of weeks' time. Simon said it. Windsor Hills, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Bahama Bay Resort in Davenport, yeah, I've never been there. Never been, or Vista Cay. Karen, depends when Easter falls. Sometimes it is in April, yeah. I think it's in March next year. But you're right, it can be in early April. But yeah, just avoid Easter because it's nuts. That and Christmas, nuts. David, yeah, if you know the Sherbeth Road, the kind of back entrance down to Animal Kingdom, it is a very, very short drive to Animal Kingdom, and then you're in the kind of the Disney roads rather than the 192 road anyway, which is sometimes better. So if you come down 27, Windsor Hills is almost kind of opposite down Old Lake Wilson. But if you come down 27, then 192, you can turn left down Sherbeth Road and get down to the back entrance. Actually, I don't believe there's any signs to Animal Kingdom or Disney down there because I just don't think they want the traffic down there. A retreat, yeah, Champions Gate's fantastic as well, and Reunion. I think the nightly rates are a bit more down there because those houses cost like $400,000 upwards, and they are close to Lake Wilson. Yeah. Although I think from Champions Gate you can get into World Drive quite easy as well. NYC has got it under control. I'll be there very soon. I've got a dispensation to travel because I'm what they class as an essential worker. So I was surprised about that. I had to fill out a form online and they said, yep, you're clear to go. I thought, oh, okay. Went to Disney World. Caroline went to Disney World 2 years ago, going in September this year. Suitcase impact for 3 years. Okay. Yeah, Maggie. Hi, Maggie. Yeah, I'm hoping that, yeah, I'm here and maybe you get a bit of a different perspective from me than you do with other people. I try not to be all doom and gloom, but I do try to be straight down the line. I don't jazz it up too much, I hope, either. Coco Key, yeah, it's all right. It's not spectacular, but it's all right for the money. Thanks, Sandy. Michelle, changed our trip from July to December, now going to April 2021. Do schools in Florida have Easter break? They do. Only like religious schools have the proper 2-week break. Other schools have like 3 days because the kids get 10 weeks in summertime. It's crazy. 10 weeks in summertime. I guess because it's just very, very hot for the schools to be on in Florida that time. So yeah, well, but a lot of people come down from everywhere. I mean, Easter is a crazy time to be here. The parks are generally chock a block, and it's expensive. The hotels are expensive to stay in as well. Andy personally like the politics and the stats. Yeah, I do get some jip for it, I have to say. I mean, I don't want to diss anybody. That's the issue. I just want to keep it as real as I can keep it. But I really don't want to go on a rant, and I hope I don't. I haven't. Do you know? I haven't drank around the world, Paula. I have it in the back of my mind to do so, but I'm such a lightweight these days. I used to drink. I don't want to say I was an alcoholic when I was in England, but there's pubs on every corner, and where I used to work in London, like there was literally I could have zip lined out of my building into a pub on every corner. We were kind of on an island site, and it was nuts. And then obviously there was a number of pubs between me and Charing Cross, which was my station, and it was just I'm going for one turned into I'm going into for having several. And I worked in the Middle East, and it's difficult to get a beer out there, and now we have to drive. So yeah, if it would be a very interesting, and I think the experience, the vlog would turn into something very messy towards 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm telling you, but I may do it just for a giggle. Karen, like Hollywood Studios, but for Toy Story Land. Yeah, Star Wars stuff is cool. I've not been on Rise of the Resistance, but now they've got this new and not getting up at 5 o'clock thing. I think I will. Oh, by the way, if you're enjoying it, please do give it a like. I see there are some likes, but give it the like. Oh, and another thing, I've joined this super chat thing. I don't know if you've seen that from other live streams. So that's where you can donate to the channel. And I'm not asking you to do so. I'm really awkward about it. I don't need you to do it if you want, but I'm not pressurizing anybody in any way whatsoever. It would help me get more kit and stay in more hotels and bring more stuff, I guess. But look, no pressure. I just enjoy what I'm doing, and I'm pleased that you guys do as well, by the look of it. Only read the first Harry Potter book, Caroline. Wow. I'm going to get back to St. Augustine in a minute. Oh, you've got to read them all. You've got to read them all because they're so different to the films. Is it worth the trip? Oh yeah, my word. But I would definitely read more than one book because they're very readable. You'll get through them in no time. But the Harry Potter, that Hogsmeade is basically what brought Universal out of what I would have said is a secondary position versus Walt Disney. Disney was way on top, and Universal was really lagging behind because they don't do theming that well, or they didn't before Hogsmeade. But this was a game changer for them, and now they've done Diagon Alley, and I can see the Fear Factor area now becoming another Harry Potter thing, unless they do something other than that. I don't know what they might do, because they're not going to put any Marvel stuff in because they can't now, and they've got Epic Universe coming at some point. AM from Portrush. Hello, Portrush. I've been there. Big Fat Journey. Hello. I do like the cricket. Yeah, I can get it. I get Willow TV, and I do like it. We're doing okay against the Windies at the moment. St. Augustine, definitely. I love St. Augustine. Oh, now it's coming down. Now the rain's coming down. Just started. Do I think St. Augustine is worth a visit for the day? Yes, absolutely. So from where you're staying, if you're staying anywhere around Kissimmee or the 27, then you're the wrong side of it. Like I'm the wrong side for Tampa. So it's probably going to take you the best part of 2.5 hours to get there. It takes me about 90 minutes. But it's the oldest city in America. It was founded in the 1500s. There's the Castillo de San Marco is there, the old, like the fort that looks out onto the sea. And there's other stuff. There's a really good, nice walking precinct. There's a thing called the Fountain of Youth, which is another big area you can go into. It's cost like $20, but you can be there for hours. So yeah, it's a really full day. If you want it to be a full day, it can be. And then there's some really nice bars and restaurants on the seafront. Very, very nice. I definitely recommend it. I haven't done a vlog from there, and I should, because we go there now and again. Okay, Andrew from Keighley. What date's the spring break? I don't know. March. Spring break's usually in March. So yeah, try and avoid spring break if you can, because it does get busy. Terminator was good in the day. It was, but I think it had its time, and Bourne just knocks its socks off. It really does. Early March, late April, yeah, yeah. Easter is the first weekend in April 2021. Okay, thank you, thank you. Just after Easter is excellent. Like if you give it a week, allow people to get away, and then you're good. You're good then up until the middle of May. Usually our kids get off like the 21st to 26th-ish of May. That's when it starts getting busy, really busy again. But you've got a few weeks. Love the stats too, yeah, thank you. Yeah, you don't get, there's not many other vloggers do stats, I have to say. Makes me a bit strange, I suppose. Rebook for mid-March. What are the crowds like? Usually good. So good up to Easter. So if Easter is early April, then you should be great for March. Just have a look and see what other public holidays are going on. Whenever you're booking, just have a look, because our public holidays, there's about 7 or 8 of them. You want to avoid them because people do make the most of them. Because people here don't get like 2-week breaks. They make the most of long weekends. They really do. My favourite theme park. I've got to say Epcot, Denise. I love walking around the world. I just love taking my time to walk around and have the odd drink, not drink around the world. We will be going there in August because that's when I've got my reservations for. And I probably won't be drinking around the world in August. I will do it at some point, but we will take part in the International Food and Wine Festival. We'll do something there, and that's nice. You're essential for your job. It doesn't entail travel. Yeah, mine does. Yeah. Up the villa. Yep, escaped. From Boston. Yeah, that's Boston, Massachusetts, rather than Boston, Lincolnshire, I guess, Jose. So Massachusetts, they've got some really tough quarantine stuff as well going on, I think. Thanks for watching, though. Disneyland Paris. I haven't been to Disneyland Paris for years. I like it. I think they've expanded it since I was there as well. Villa fans in every pub. You rant whenever you like. Yeah, but I don't want to lose people by ranting either. And I do like a rant, but I try not to do it. Thanks, Lisa. When they started HP area, it was all storefronts, no actual stores, like Diagon Alley. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Helen. Yep, thank you. No problem, Michelle. If Universal put Marvel stuff in, I think I'd try to emigrate to the US. Yeah, but I think Disney have got Marvel now. So I actually think that when Spider-Man and stuff get beyond its useful life, they're going to have to do something different in that part because Disney are now own those rights. Caroline. Yeah, Disney have done well, but I enjoyed Universal as well. I think they've done a cracking job too. And we're going to go back to, I think, SeaWorld next weekend just to see how they are going to do now, because that was poor when we were there on opening day. But I want to give it another go and see how they're doing. Yeah, I love Jaws. Eileen, I do like Jaws, and I liked the confrontation as well. That was a really cool ride. Okay, breakfast recommendations. So there will be a new vlog coming out this week where we went down to the Apopka Wildlife Drive. We did that this morning. We were up at 6 and there at 7, just after sunrise, to see some gators and some other wildlife. And then after that, we went to Cracker Barrel. So we're going to do an Apopka Drive and Cracker Barrel. There's some more thunder. Oh, and now the dog's starting to bark, so she doesn't like thunder. So Cracker Barrel is excellent for breakfast, and I like Cracker Barrel actually better than Denny's actually, and it's a really good value breakfast. I think their top breakfast, like their most expensive, is like $9, but you know you've had a breakfast. You won't need lunch. So if you've never been to Cracker Barrel, really recommend it. So watch out for that vlog coming. Hey Blackpool, I haven't been to Blackpool for years either. Yeah, Epcot's great. Yeah, in Mexico. But there's a lot of stuff. I think there's a lot of stuff like not happening at the moment. There's a lot of stuff closed. So that's one of the reasons I want to go around there to see what is open right now. Yeah, so we can we can get you. We can have an English beer in the Rose and Crown. Definitely. Or a German beer. There's some really good German beers in Germany. Danny, hopefully the Super Bowl weekend. Suggestions on what to do park-wise. That you'll be able to watch the Super Bowl everywhere. It's on everywhere. It's such a big thing. The parks will actually start emptying out fairly early. Super Bowl Sunday. You could go anywhere, I guess. But yeah, I mean, anywhere I would say anywhere down I Drive, Miller's, anywhere like that, where there's tons of TVs, you'll get it. Yeah, the rules are still a bit. Yeah, I don't get like the offside rule and stuff. It's actually offsides, which kills me when people say it's he's offsides in soccer. It's like oh, but yeah, I don't get it either. But I do like watching the game. Oh, you do live Boston, Lincolnshire. Okay. Oh, Denise. Okay, I was talking about Jose, but you live in Boston, Lincolnshire. Okay. Wakefield. I haven't been to Wakefield for a while. So that's like around the world in Epcot, is it? Okay. Boston, Emma. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I read that only a couple of days ago. Evening Disney Dan. Beck's best breakfast is in Raglan Road. I believe they do. Yeah, a really nice brunch on the weekend. I've not done it. I will do at some point because I do, as you know, I do like Raglan Road. Ohana's yet not been there, and that there's no. If there is characters there now, or even if it's on, I'm not sure it's on. If it is on, I don't know if it's a character breakfast, or if it is, then it's going to be a socially distanced character breakfast. I know that Chef Mickey's is open now, but without characters, which is kind of rubbish. IHOP for breakfast, yep, that's another possibility. I have been to IHOP for breakfast, and it is pretty good. It is. Some of them are a bit ropey though. That's all. Like sometimes you stick to the carpet a little bit, which I kind of don't like. Karen, SeaWorld has gotten bad reviews. Yes, yeah. I want to give it another chance though. I don't want to just leave it with a bad taste in my mouth. I want to go and see if they're actually getting better. I think for it to get better, they'd need more people. There just didn't seem to be enough people in the park, like cast members or team members in the park, to just make sure people were doing what they were doing. Never watched Harry Potter. Oh, come on. If you're coming over to Universal, Becky, you have to, otherwise you won't get it so much. It'll be so much more. Oh, I remember that. Oh, I've seen that, and I think you've got to do it. Yeah, do it all in one day. Just get it out of the way. Oh, you did. Okay, Vicky, you went to a Popka. They were kind of under the water, most of them. There was nothing on the banks. Yeah, there was nothing on the banks, so we didn't touch any gators or couldn't have touched them. Went to Mount Dora. Mount Dora is fantastic. It's actually quite close as well. You go up the so if you want to do this, everybody, if you're staying down in the resort area, you basically come out the back. You go down 192 and then join up to the 429, and the 429 takes you right up to Mount Dora. Then you just launch off and go to Apopka. It's on the GPS. Very easy to get to, and a really nice, very very gentle drive. You can't do more than 10 miles an hour, and you're really doing 5. And it's an 11-mile tour, so it takes you like an hour and a half ish, maybe longer if you're stopping to get good pictures. Cracker Barrel and rugby. Yeah, there's not much rugby out here. You can get it, but it's on not the terrestrial channels down here. Yeah, you do need to try Cracker Barrel. It's good. I enjoy it. Yeah, lemonade is lovely. Yes, they do some really nice food. If you've never tried biscuits and sawmill gravy, give it a go. It doesn't sound the most appetizing, but it's really nice. Disney Springs, Raglan Road, Latic Man, Raglan Road. I want to try the new one, the Homecoming, because that's southern America cooking, the southern states cooking as well, like fried chicken and stuff, which there's a lot of down here. What's the attraction of Epcot? I never get it. Yeah, some people don't. Some people really don't. It's not your young kids. It's not like Magic Kingdom. Definitely, it's not full of rides. Although I do like the rides that are there. I really do. And some people, yeah, they just don't. They don't understand why anybody would like walk for hours around the world. But I just like watching the attractions and the shops and stuff. And yeah, I guess I don't know. I just like doing it. Cracker Barrel is yummy. Can't get a Bloody Mary in Cracker Barrel. Maybe it's just not that thing. They're very wholesome in Cracker Barrel, I have to say that. And the service is top notch. You can get a Bloody Mary in a lot of other places though. Have I done the airboats? Yes, I will do a vlog on airboats. I will. Boggy Creek is where we went for our airboat ride. But do take another t-shirt on, because the one you're wearing won't be worth anything when you're finished, because the bugs will splatter into you. You wear goggles and you need to. And it's actually quite good now. If you have to wear a mask on it, that's beneficial, because these bugs, like if you look at your shirt towards the end, it's ridiculous. It's like having a paintball fight. Um, Only it's bugs, not paintball. But definitely worth doing it because you see a lot of stuff out there. Sorry, I've been here nearly 7 years, Dominic. I apologise wholeheartedly. People get, if I say football, people think I'm talking about American football. Foxford County, I've been to Mayo. I've been all around the place. Thank you. Thanks, F&B. Yeah, there's lots of Cracker Barrels. Yeah, I know, Disney Dan, I know. Don't know anywhere in the UK that sells Bass, Bitter or Harp Lager. I think you can get a Bass and Harp half and half. They do sell them, and I think you can get a snake bite as well if you want it. Not that I would. That would be a bad way to start drinking around the world, wouldn't it? A snake bite. Chef Mickey's is $25, yeah, and I think it used to be 40, and that's because there's no characters. As far as I know, only 2 character meals. Garden Grill Topolinos. Yeah, I think there might be one more, and I can't remember. Garden Grill's good. It was flipping expensive when we were there, but yes, it's good food. Reese's Monkeys in the trees on an airboat ride. Wow. Okay, so probably down Boggy Creek, probably down by Boggy Creek, that which is fairly close to Florida Mall. It's in that direction. The Guinness was really nice in Raglan Road. I had a couple. I was driving, so I couldn't have too many. Yeah, so the CMs in the Rose and Crown, the CMs everywhere now are American. If you notice, if you've seen any vlogs, they don't have their costumes on now. Their country costumes. They're all dressed in the world flags and shorts because they've stopped. Oh, thank you so much. Somebody's just donated some money. Thank you very much. I wasn't expecting that. Awesome. I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss for words. Thank you. So yeah, you'll notice, like if you go this year, hopefully they'll be back to normal because the exchange program, or I forget what it's called now, that program though has been stopped, and it's not going to happen in 2020, and I believe they've scrubbed it for 2021 too. So I hope that if things do get better, that they'll put that on and people will be allowed to come over for 2021 to work there, because it does make such a difference hearing people talking in their own languages, and when you get the kids colouring thing signed in the different parts of the world, it's really nice to see people signing that in their own language. It's just different. I mean, I think actually when we go there is going to be a bit of a lack of authenticity, but you know, it is what it is right now, and it's just nice for the parks to be open. Having lived in the Middle East, yeah, I know it was character. Having lived in the Middle East and Florida, which is your fave? Or the UK, of course. Do you know, I'd take bits of everything. I loved Dubai. I actually loved Dubai. And I worked all around the place. I used to work in Beirut, which I loved as well. And it's a lovely place, even though it's a bit war-torn. I actually went to Syria too before all this nonsense started. I don't know. I would take bits of everything, to be honest with you. I really would. Florida's great. I love living in Florida. Favourite water park? I'm going to say Blizzard Beach, actually. I like Aquatica, but I love Blizzard Beach. Rugby UK. Okay. What should my little boy wants to know? Where's the best place for an awesome cheeseburger? My word. There's lots of places you can get an awesome cheeseburger, you know. I don't know. I don't know where the best one is. I'd have to think about that. Wild Florida is worth a visit. Yeah, I haven't been. I do hear good things about Wild Florida. I will go. Man City. Okay. Not quite this time. Asked you to go to Miller's. Any plans to go in again? Probably not before I've done stuff for other venues. I want to go and do a bit of a rounded review of other places. Disney Dave, it's you that gave me the $5. Much appreciated, my friend. Got a bug in my on the airboat. Yeah. Either, and I can't forget. I can't remember now if they give you the goggles or not. If they don't, obviously wear something over your eyes, because you don't want a bug in your eye. Bernie Ord, hello. My wife made me record Downtown Abbey to join you. Now she wants to watch it, so I'll have to think about it. Okay, Ellen. And I guess you've gone already, but thanks for being here. Helen, travel ban, no news at all at the moment. No news at all, I'm afraid. I just can't see it happening at the moment. People keep talking about it, but it's just talk right now until they do something positive, like say, okay, this and this and this has to happen, and then we can lift the travel ban. But then, unfortunately, people hold them to account, so they don't do that. They like to say words that actually you think they mean something, but they actually mean nothing, unfortunately. So I can't see it. Whilst we've got 60 or 70,000 cases a day here, I just don't see it. I'm afraid. I don't see many people from outside the state coming. There are a few from Georgia and Alabama, maybe Tennessee, places where it's kind of drivable. We do see some people, but a lot of people in the parks at the moment are locals, very local. Did Boggy Creek and it was good fun. Yeah, and I will do a vlog. I will, because it's amazing. It really is. It's something that you can't do anywhere else. Five Guys, you do get a good burger in Five Guys. I have to admit, you do. Yeah, you really do. And there aren't that many down here, but yeah. Portsmouth, UK, Daisy. Okay, I'm not quite sure where you've got your name from, but okay. Aquatica, you like the Lazy River and Aquatica? Yeah. So do I. Yeah. Uncle Kenny's at Claremont. Yeah, okay. All right, not so sure about that one. Claremont's grown exponentially over the past few years. I actually used to work down in Claremont. I was the construction director for Zenodro, and they do some really nice houses. If you're looking at buying a house, it's all townhouses down there, but they're very, very close to Disney, really close, and very close to Claremont. Any rumours of Tower? Yeah, do you know? I'm looking at that. I haven't heard any rumours for Tower of Terror changing to Guardians of the Galaxy. It does look very, very, very nice, but I'd be gutted, actually. I do like Tower of Terror just the way it is right now. It's got such a nice theming about it and that eerie music and stuff. I hope they don't. Am I getting on with the tipping? Do you still get the server right? Sometimes you do. I ignore it. I give them what I'm going to give them. They don't know where I'm from, and yeah. I guess some people from England they're just not used to tipping, but they do get a very, very low wage. And don't get me started on that, because I could go on and on and on forever. So I'm going to leave it there. Look, you tip what you want to tip, right? Deluxe Burger. Yeah, Deluxe Burger is a pretty decent burger too. Yeah, and I haven't been to that one in Disney Springs. That's a fairly new place. But yeah, there are so many places I want to try. Ford's Garage do a good burger. Yes, Ford's is very, very nice. Yeah, it is. Looking at what our government have done about Spain with less cases than Florida, no chance of air bridges to Florida yet. No, I agree. Any tips on what to take into the parks in our rucksack? Yeah. So we've got very used to taking a rucksack in, a backpack. We have, especially in the summertime, we have ponchos. It's not nice getting wet and then having to go into a building that's got AC in it, which every restaurant and every store and every ride indoors has AC, and it's chilling. Like when we went on that Jimmy Fallon ride last week, it was frigid. So if you'd been on a wet ride before that, or got caught in the storm that was there around that time, you would have been, your teeth would have been chattering. So yeah, definitely ponchos. Water we take, and you can fill them up. You can fill them up in the park, and it doesn't have to be from the fountains. You can go to any restaurant or any kiosk and get them to fill you up, and you can also get ice, so you can refill your bottles. And then all your tickets and stuff can go in there as well. If you have to put that in a locker, you can. You generally don't, but if you have to, like in Diagon Alley or in going on the Hagrid's ride around Hogsmeade and stuff, you do have to put your stuff in a locker, unless you've got somebody that isn't riding, then they're the designated backpack holder. But yeah, not too much in there at all. Obviously, the cameras can fit in there as well, so it's nice if you're not having to carry a camera around all the time. Oh, name this account after your dog. Okay. All right. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I do like Olive Garden. I haven't eaten on in the one on on iDrive, but there's one very very close to where we live, and yeah, that's really good value. So you get the all you can eat soup and stuff, and you actually get one to take away. And they don't. I don't think they tell you that, but you know, after you've finished your soup and you want and you get your main course, you can then get another soup to take away. And the chicken and gnocchi soup, I love it, absolutely love it. BurgerFi. Yeah, so BurgerFi, they just sold up for like a lot of money. But yeah, BurgerFi, we've got one down the road from here as well, and they do good burgers. Yeah, see, there's a lot of places that do good burgers. Ford's, yeah, Uncle Kenny's, cheap and no frills. I'm really pleased you found that because these like no frills places are great. A lot of them are, and you don't see them. There's taco places like that as well, and I do like a good taco now. Love the ice on the bar. Okay, okay. Backpack, no guns or weed. Yeah, please don't bring guns or weed. That's a definite no-no. So some people have asked me about that, and I don't think that lady even knew she was doing anything wrong. And yeah, people obviously, if you're not from here or understand how it works, you freak out and thinking, was she a terrorist or was she going to shoot up the place? No, the worst you probably would have done would have been lighting up a bit of weed, which is obviously banned. But you can't take guns into the theme parks, right? You can't. So she obviously either forgot she had the guns in her bag or didn't know. And maybe the weed was helping too. I don't know. But people carry all the time. You don't know who's carrying and who's not. So be careful. If you're road raging people or calling people out down here, be very, very careful because, you know, people kill people for sometimes not a lot of reason. Oh, I thought he was threatening my life. Bang, you're dead. So just be really careful. People carry concealed. Like you can get guns that fit under your waistband with a pair of jeans on, and you wouldn't know that they're carrying. Women carry in their bags, so just be very careful. Frugal Brit, thank you. Ovation on Highway 27. See, there's tons of places I've never been. Love the soup and iDrive. Yeah, great service. It is good service. It really is. Maybe she planned to eat the marijuana. The food festival is on, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you can do brownies with marijuana in. I haven't seen any yet. How did she didn't? So this is where she got stopped, Daisy. She didn't get the gun through security. She went through security, and those new security barriers, they're not barriers. The little gates like you get for shoplifting in the stores. So she went through there, and they see a lot of stuff. They see everything. Like we got stopped when we went to Animal Kingdom. We got stopped for my wife had a cup in the bag and it was metal and it got detected and we had to go through kind of secondary processing, which they do at the airports, but I've got no other word for it. So secondary, you go through secondary. So this lady would have got stopped at the barrier. They would have seen it on an x-ray. It's basically an x-ray like you get at the airport. We saw it. So they saw what was in the bag. She would have been dragged off to secondary and then arrested. She was arrested. So, and I'm sure she was thinking, what's going on? But she would have had it pointed out what was going on fairly quickly. It freaks me that the members of the public can carry guns. Yeah, unfortunately, like you just get used to it. It's just a way of life. I don't think I would carry, but I know people who do, and it's just that's the way of life. There with your ex 2006, started to shout at a driver. Yeah, I believe it's worse in Miami. Like you wouldn't do it in Miami. I do park people now and again when you can see that they're on the phone and the light's been green for like a few seconds. You know they're just like spaced out, so they do get a little pop or a flash. But yeah, you've got to be. You wouldn't be winding the window down and shouting obscenities at anybody for doing what you thought was an illegal move. Is it easy to fly into Tampa? Yes, it is. Yes, obviously not right now, but when things are back to normal, Tampa's a really, really nice airport to fly into. I've been into it once, and I think that was I couldn't do MCO for some reason, but it's really nice, and it's only like a 50-mile journey, and I've not done immigration, but I believe immigration is a cinch, and you can hire your car there, and you can almost be through immigration, or you can be through immigration, get your hire car, get to where you're getting, because obviously all the resort destinations are south or west. So you're that side for Tampa. So yes, and I think like if you price up flights, you can sometimes get them cheaper into Tampa than you can Orlando, because people just don't know about Tampa being another place that's it's almost Orlando. You could almost call it Orlando Tampa, and then people would fly there. But yeah, I would definitely give that a go. Have they only got these scanners at Disney? Well, yeah, it's all Disney parks as far as I'm aware now. It used to be at Disney Springs only. That's where they trialed it, and it must have worked very well. And I think it's now at all Disney parks, and that is going to help so much get people through the security, because that used to be a nightmare. In one of my vlogs, we went to Disney. We go usually quite early, and there was nobody there. We got there for rope drop, but there's no rope drop now. But park opening, nobody there. When we came out at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it would have taken you at least 10 minutes to get through, and you're in the sun, the heat of the sun. So you can get like 100 people a minute through these things, and there's nobody checking your bag. It's not like, okay, they open your bag, they put a little stick in and fish around, nothing like that. They will only now take you to secondary if they believe there's something that they want to look at, and most people, they don't. So yeah, off up the apples and pears now. Okay, thanks for joining, Eileen. Thank you. Halifax, did you see many snakes where you are? No, there aren't many, and we see, like, the odd one, if we do see one's going to be a black racer, which is actually a good rodent killer. We had one in the house one day, and he stayed for a while because we couldn't see him, we couldn't find him. He was in our Florida room, so he didn't get actually into the house proper, but he was into the area which has got, it's an enclosed area, AC and stuff. It's the Florida room. So he stayed there for a while until we did catch him and threw him out again. He's about 3 feet long. They're not venomous, okay? They're non-venomous, but yeah, I'm not a great snake lover, and it wasn't me that caught him. I wouldn't do it, but yeah, I got somebody to do it on my behalf. If you've got like a snake phobia, if you see one, just like run away. They're not going to catch you. But it's not like they're there on every street corner or going through every piece of grass. They don't swarm through my lawn and stuff like that. No, it's okay. It's really okay. Karen, I don't think she even... I don't even think that she thought it was a thing, this lady from Georgia. It was just like, I'm just going to another place and I'll take my guns in, or I didn't even know I had my guns on me. I'm sure she was very, very surprised to be arrested. The phone battery that set off the alarm. Okay, that's my wife. That's just Door Global Team is my wife, and I'm not sure what she's referring to. Phone charger. Okay, some areas are no-goes. Yes, they are. Be very, very careful if you are going into downtown Orlando. Paramore is not a district you want to find yourself in. So if you ever go to the Amway Center for basketball or a concert, or the football, i.e. soccer, stadium, which is like almost in Paramore, don't go anywhere further than the football stadium, Orlando City Football Stadium. Come back out towards I-4, because Paramore isn't a place where you want to be. Is Meredith still on horseback? Yeah, I think that was a one-off, that incident last week. It was a bit unfortunate. A kid's balloon got tangled under the horse's legs. It was dealt with really, really well. And I'm sure that was a one-off. And maybe they've put stuff in place now. Maybe they've got more eagle eyes on kids with balloons when Meredith and Angus are coming along. How long have you been living in the States? Almost 7 years. And for all that time we've lived in Florida, yes. Yeah. Hearing about people trying to rent villas for COVID parties? No, I haven't. I'm not sure that could be an urban myth. People should be aware by now that there's no scientific evidence that there's any herd immunity. So crack on. If you want to rent a villa for a COVID party, crack on. Haven't been to the ice hockey in Tampa. I've actually been in Toronto. That's awesome. The Maple Leafs, which are obviously a good team. Been there. Went to Boston one time as well. I would recommend it as a one-off. I really would. Ice hockey is a great sport and really, really good to watch. Very, very quick, and just it's a nice ambience as well. You grab a beer, grab something to eat. The stadiums are usually fantastic. You know, they're not horrible at all. So I would do that. Basketball, yeah, equally nice. And the tickets are cheap in Orlando for the Magic because they're not very good. But again, really nice vibe. You can get food and drink, easy ticket to your seat. Baseball, Yeah, but it's in clear water. That's the only problem for baseball. I like baseball as well, but again, I'm really the wrong side. It takes me like 2.5 hours, almost 3 to get down there. Or 70% Pete's. It's way away anyway. For you guys, if you stay down in the resort area, I definitely get it. Give it a go. And sometimes they're in the afternoon as well, or more often than not, they start at like 7 o'clock or 7:11 for TV. But and the game lasts approximately 2.5, 3 hours. But yes, it's great. Any one of those things I would do. I really would. COVID parties. Yeah, no, I know what they are. Yeah, silly. Yeah, apparently. Yeah, so no flying from Gatwick at the moment with Virgin at least. Heathrow T5 is a very nice terminal. Done Tampa a couple of times. Yeah, yep, there you go. Can't get direct from Belgium. Yeah. DC's a good place actually. Dulles isn't a good airport to get immigration. I think the only time I've done immigration in Dulles, I was like the first person into the immigration hall, and there wasn't that many after me. It was like, okay, great, could do this again. Atlanta, I wouldn't recommend Atlanta because usually, unfortunately, they make your connections so short that there's a good chance you're going to miss your connection. Delta have a habit, like Delta Virgin code shares, have a habit of only putting you like an hour and a half with the connection, and that can be very stressful. Now the good thing is if you miss your connection, usually outside of COVID, they're on the hour kind of every hour, or they're an hour apart, so you can get the next one, but that can give you more stress because it might not be that there's seats on that next flight, and you just don't want to be stuck in Atlanta. So if you've got the option, I will actually make sure you've got a clear 2 hours in Atlanta to get through immigration and make sure you're on that flight. You'll thank me for it. Crickets are the bugs that make the constant noise, especially in the evening. Yeah, it's what you hear in all the films, the crickets making the noise. There are actually a lot, there's a ton of them, and they're a nice sound though, I like them. I'm not quite sure what you're referring to there, Aiden, not ours. Have I done a rodeo? I haven't done a rodeo, and I think it's the Silver Spurs down in Kissimmee, and I think they're very cheap as well. I will do at one point. I will rent someone else's. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, you're talking about the COVID parties. Yeah, definitely rent someone else's. Yeah, but I guess the cleaning companies are doing deep cleans now anyway. You'll have to tell me, Ed. Got to run to the grocery store. Okay, thanks for joining us, Karen. Okay, what we got? Watch the hockey. Yeah, I watched that in the London Arena. Yeah, I used to watch that. I went there once. We had some really good seats behind one of the goals one day. So this is 100 times better. Like my nephew plays good quality hockey in England. He was the UK under-18 netminder goalkeeper, and the standard of what they play over here is just like, oh, it's just mind-boggling. The speed that puck goes at is crazy. Are all the hotels open on iDrive? I'm not sure they're all open, but that's another reason I want to do some more going down iDrive and doing some more resort hotel vlogs from down there. Thank you, Darren. Usually pick the connection though because there are loads of flights to MCO. Yeah. I'd just give it a bit more time. If you've got an hour and a half, I'd just be very careful about that. Okay, I think we've got through all of the chat. So unless there's anything else, then I'm going to call it done today. And I'm going to try and understand a bit more about how this goes for the next time I'm in the parks. It will be a mobile one, so I will be on the phone. And I'm not sure which park it's going to be yet. It might be SeaWorld next week. It might be. I'll see if I can get it done. Apology if it doesn't work. This has worked really well, actually. But what I want to do is, and I won't forget Walmart. I will do a vlog on Walmart. I want to make sure that I get this in people's diaries, if you like, so that it is scheduled, so that you can wait and get on the stream if you want to, and then that'll be fantastic too. And then I know we've got people that are going to watch. Otherwise, I'll make sure that people know a week out and then a couple of days out when it's going to be, exactly when it's going to be, and I'll start the stream. So you'll know there's going to be a stream somewhere on this channel at the day and time that I say it's going to be a stream. So thanks for bearing with me on that. The Predators, yeah. They're a good team, though. The Predators are a good team. Cicadas, I don't know. I don't know, Denise. If they're grasshoppers or crickets, then they're of that family. Yeah. Thanks, Karen. Bye for now. Night, everybody. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of this. Yeah, I would. I'd give the ice hockey a shot. Okay. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you soon, okay? Stay safe, everybody. See you tomorrow for the news. Okay, cheers for now. Bye-bye.